What do you see?
Right. Well, that's exactly it. That's why I own the price. I go in and tell them this is the price.
This is,
Period.
yep.
You
Yeah,
know,
and I
uh,
showed him. Once he didn't want to tell me the price, I pulled my net out and I said, "Well, let me show you the price that I saw." And he was like, he still didn't want to come up with it. But it's okay. You move on. You give the truth and you move on. Next.
right. Layla, she found the link.
Yes, good morning.
How you doing, Layla? You looking good? Eric,
Nervous?
Eric, you're looking good.
Not.
What's up, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
Johnny T out of Utah. We got some good ones on. Yuki, of course, always out of San Diego. We got Anita Fredericks. We got some good realtor. Amanda, how's East Tennessee? I can't hear you.
Sorry. Oh, it's going pretty well. I'm up here in the mountains today, so just enjoying the view.
Don't you love that? Don't you love
Yeah.
that? All right. Well, we got Layla. This is her first presentation today. Tell us a little about yourself, Layla. You're from Pleasanton, California, correct?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Yes, I'm Laila. I'm been living in California last 40 years. I'm married 40 years and 3 kids. So I'm with Remax Court Pleasanton office. I love real estate. So
You're married 40 years. Wow.
yes.
Good for you. That's a record. You can add all my marriages up and it doesn't come to 40 years. So,
We're just going to be quiet because we know you got some grit.
I feel nervous because you guys are have more education than me, so I wasn't really, due to some issues. I don't want to complain or make excuses.
You got
So
this.
this is my first time. This is my first time, so just excuse me.
Laila, remember what I told you. We're your
this,
friends.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Laila. Welcome.
Okay. Let me start.
Layla, are you going to use any presentation like a PowerPoint or anything like that you want to use?
Not today. I'm kind of all over. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Eric.
Hi,
Okay,
Laila.
knock, knock.
Hi, Laila. Welcome. Come in, please.
Hi, Eric. Thank you for allowing me to your home. Thanks for letting me in, and thanks for your time. I would love to see the home first. As we walk through, tell me about any upgrades or unique details that a buyer might not notice at the first glance. Let's go up to the house.
Yeah, sure. Come in. We just upgraded the bathroom, the second floor bathroom recently last year. The backyard is totally new. We put new pavers. The kitchen, brand new cabinets. So as you see, it's a very nice property. And
very nice.
Yeah.
You have a good taste. Who did it? You did it? You picked the colors or your wife?
No, actually my wife.
Oh,
yes.
She's wonderful taste. She has a good taste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So how about the bathrooms upstairs?
The bathroom upstairs, actually, she also pick up all the details. So I'm just the guy who go to Home Depot and buy the stuff. So everything is her own taste.
So Eric, let me ask you, what's included, what's not included?
Included are the appliances, the washer and dryer are included, the refrigerator, yeah, everything.
Okay.
We buy brand new stuff for the new home.
So okay, if you live for another 5 years in this house, what do you like to change at the house?
Oh no, I don't need to change anything. We just basically done everything for.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so okay, let's go sit on the table.
Sure.
Okay, Eric, I just wanted to let you know that regardless of what you have heard about the real estate market, I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold.
Okay.
Fair enough?
I'm excited too. Let's see.
Good, let's go. Okay. So Eric, let me ask you, you said you're moving to San Diego?
Correct. Yes, I would like to move to San Diego.
And you said you have 100,000 on your loan?
Correct. Yeah. No, actually, 800,000 is the price that I want to sell it for my home.
Yes, correct. Right. Yes. And okay. And you said you want to be there as soon as possible, right?
Well, we want to be ideally by July.
By July.
Yeah, definitely by July. We'd like to.
What's important to you going to in July?
Well, what happened is we just wanna spend the summer over there. We want to be by the beach. You know.
Oh, nice.
The kids are very excited to go there. So
okay,
yeah, I'm very looking forward, to be honest.
Okay, Eric, there's 3 things gonna happen today. You can choose to work with me. You cannot choose to work with me, and I might not choose to work with you. Either way is okay. There's no pressure. You're in charge. And I just wanted to ask you, what is really important to you? What do you want from me? Like, what is really important to you in the selling of your home?
Well, I would like to learn about what kind of marketing you're gonna do for selling my home. I would like to know your commission, you know, and the number of homes that you sold in my neighborhood.
Okay, so the marketing is important to you, the commission is important to you, and how many homes I sold. Regarding how many homes I sold, I sell in all over. My license is for all over California. I sell all over. I help people all over Alameda County, Contra Costa County, San Jose, Silicon Valley. So that's a benefit to you because I'm all over and people are coming from San Francisco, purchasing in this area, from San Jose, from all over. They are coming to buy in the Bay Area. So regarding the commission, my commission is 3%. And what do I do for the marketing? For the marketing, I do whatever other agents do, and on top of that, I call the neighborhood for 250 homes. I call myself and let their neighbors, and I use a Sky broadcast to call. I'm going to call 500 neighborhood in your area to know them, leave a message for them to notify them that their house is for sale. My company is in partner with Zillow. We do video, 3D, and other professional videography with Zillow. I put it on a next door neighbor. I put it on Facebook, all social media. I'll expose it. There is a 1.4 million people live in Alameda County, and there is a buyer there for your home, and my job is to find it for you. And I can do that through the marketing for you.
Okay. Great.
Any other questions regarding my commission marketing?
No, I think 3%. So that means you're gonna split the commission to the buyer, or?
No, that's my commission. That's my, and for the buyers, we will talk about it after we get the offer to see what the offer we get. And we strongly suggest that you pay for that.
Okay.
You
All right. So it all depends. It's commission negotiable.
It all depends. Yeah, it depends on what the offer we are getting, the terms of the offer.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. And I'll be with you till I'll help you through negotiation. Everything, I'll be on your side till you satisfied and get. And if we get a low offer, you don't have to accept it, you know. But what price you're looking? You're looking for 800K?
Correct. Yeah. Do you think I can sell it for $800,000?
The demand is high and the inventory is low. We can go for 800 right now, and then because we can leave some room, and we can try it for 2 weeks and see how the market reacts. If because then we can lower it later. The reason I'm saying that because the inventory is low, the demand is high, and people's so there is your house is very upgraded. You have upgraded this unique home, there is no similar 100% comps for your house. So I feel like we can because the demand is high and low inventory. I hope we can get that one because you have a lot of upgrades in your house compared to the other homes.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Yeah.
So
I think. Go ahead.
are you ready to? Is there any other question?
No, I think I'm very excited, and yeah, I think I'm excited for the kind of marketing you're gonna do for my house, and hopefully we'll get the top dollar for the house.
Yeah, that's my goal, and yes, that's what I want. Would you please? So the price is 800. Can you?
Sure.
Okay, 800. Would you please sign here?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Forgive
All
me,
right.
guys.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay, Laila, this was your first time. That's why it was a real easy lay down listing appointment. You did, you know what I liked about what you did is you had you were like for that 2 weeks, you had a pre-adjusted price reduction. So you were ready to take that at this amount, but then I would have had them sign that they'll accept the lower amount in 2 weeks, but you led him to that. So that was good that you prepared him for that. I like the way you questioned. Your question was 1, 2, 3. So in real life, Eric, what do you think how would you have handled this?
What do you mean? Which one?
On her presentation, is there any questions that you would have really handled a little more for Laila, like what, based on what she said?
Oh yeah. I think. I mean, Laila. I mean, for the first time. I mean, I really admire her because she took the lead to the listing presentation, and she was nervous. I think she has to remember more the scripts, definitely, because I think she was focusing more on what reading instead of me asking me more questions about the motivation, time, location. I know you asked me, but just go a little deeper. What would life look like when I'm in San Diego with my family?
Okay.
Something like that. But I mean, other than that, you're good. It's just we all have to improve. You know, we all have to get better. We just have to practice and become better.
Yeah, one thing I haven't done is the practicing the part. I know a lot, but don't have the practice because so much stuff, and I'm just distracted with a lot of things. So no excuse. I don't want to complain, but I'm happy. And I was not ready to do it today when I asked Jim that I'm going to do it. He gave me for today. I was like, but I will promise I will do more often and I will improve. And this is, yeah.
That's great because you're facing your fear, which is very important.
Yeah, right. Thank you all.
You had one question there was real good. If you live in the home another 5 years, what would you change? That was a good roundabout way of asking, you know, what do we need to upgrade? What do you feel needs to be changed?
Yeah, that is like you can find indirectly what is wrong with the house. What's the flaw?
Yes, yes. So,
yeah, I can. Yes.
Deborah.
I loved Laila's presentation. And you know why? Because she got the signature. She was quick, even though it was a little different from what I use.
Thank you.
You got the job done. And I'm about that 1 minute? That was like a 1 minute. You know, it was masterful. And again, what Ron said about asking you know, about the question about the house, what could you improve in? And you explained to him because you'll find out really what's going on with the house. So, I mean, the comments Eric gave, yes, those were good as well. Dig a little deeper. And I kind of thought you dug a little deep, but Eric says dig a little deeper. And so, that was a good tip as well. But I go, you got the listing and
Thank you.
quick.
So for me, I cannot read word by word from the paper. I need to be able to say it like conversational. So I was in my mind to tell them, the seller, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. How I'm gonna do it. When I'm gonna do it. So this is my main goal when I was on my mind to arrange my conversation like that. So for me, I can't like read word by word. That's not.
But you know what? It's okay to read too, because when I start my presentation, just so I can stay on script, I usually tell them, hey, look, I'm a checklist girl. So
Yeah.
I'm going to read my notes. So if you have to go, I mean, Eric, his memory is so superb. I mean, it really is. But if you have to read your notes just so you can stay on point,
Yes.
hey, look, say, hey, like I'm a checklist girl, so I'm going to read my notes so I don't miss anything. You use your notes. That's your script. So,
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
good.
will do again by end of this month, next month.
No problem. Johnny T, what do you think? Give us some feedback.
Well, I think it's great. I mean, Leila, hey, thank you for doing that. And I mean,
Thank you.
the first time's always a tough one, but you learn from it. And just a couple of things. What I usually do, I do agenda. That means list on the stuff you gotta say. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way you don't mix it around. So you go to first and second, third, and keep going
Right.
to
Agree.
the end. So that's basically, and I like the question you asked. That's a good one. You dig deeper to the seller, what they really, what the home to look like, what they like about the house, like that. I like that too. And at the same time, then they ask you what you do to sell my house, and how many homes you sell. And I kind of confused when you say on that one. Usually, it's my company you didn't sell that many in there. It's my company sell these number of home. And what I'm gonna do is different from another agent. I'm gonna prospect. I'm called what you say 500 homes and 30 homes in around the neighborhood to let them know your home's for sale. So I'm gonna mass exposure your home. That way you get more money for your home. That is what you want, right? So tie down a little bit there, but no, well, that's great. Good job. Thank you for doing that.
Like Jackie said, English is not my first language, so maybe
Well, it's the same. No,
I'm
everybody we start somehow. We start somewhere,
Yeah.
Just the checklist, like Deborah said, just said 1, 2, 3, keep going, so that way you
Yes,
don't
right.
forget. You don't jump in. So I call it agenda. That's what Brandon Moore said.
I
Just say
have
1,
that,
2, 3, 4, 5. So what gotta
right.
say? So that way you get the end, and
Next time.
you're done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
All right. Thank you for
Next
doing
time.
it.
Now, Anita Fredericks, where'd you go? You moved on me.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned with Laila, did you practice this with her, or you just there for
No,
support?
I was there for support. I told her to come on Docs on Friday to get some pointers, it will help her just to see how other people are doing it and take notes. Because she was telling me it was her first time, and I tell her, don't go in blindly, just have some kind of structure.
That's
And
right.
yeah,
That's
but
right.
Lala, you did awesome for your first time.
Thank you.
Don't remember, practice makes you perfect. The more you
Right. Yeah.
practice, and the more you go out, you're gonna fumble. But the more you do it, you gain confidence. You understand?
Yes.
And don't take it as a criticism. Just take it
No,
as
no.
a learning
Yeah.
process.
I
Um,
always, yeah, got it.
yeah.
I
So one
always
thing I
wanted.
like.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We're
No,
all
you're
here
good.
to help you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem. I took notes. What I liked you ask question. I like the way you said what is important to you. So that made the seller kind of think. So write more questions, ask more questions instead of telling when they tell you, okay, this is what this is what I want. This is what is important to me. You ask them, okay, so why is this important? Okay, why is the marketing important? So this way you have notes. This is exactly what they want. This is important for their marketing. I'm going to work on marketing. This is what I do in marketing. So
Right.
those are great questions that you ask that I like. So
Thank you.
okay.
Very good feedback. Bridgewater, New Jersey. She's over there with you, Eric, near you, somewhere. You're in Harrison, right? Eric?
I'm in Rutherford.
You're in
Rutherford. Okay.
Yeah, I actually work from Rutherford and Harrison, both offices.
We
You're
got
up north, so
2 New Jersey people there. Guys, write their numbers down. Write their names down. That's a good referral.
yes, please.
Karen, I see you there. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We talked the other day. So what did you think
Yes.
of Layla's presentation today?
I think that she definitely was portraying, presenting what she was going to do. I think that maybe in a little bit more of a order of what is the motivation. I didn't watch the beginning, so I don't know if the motivation came first, like we going over reiterating what the motivation is for selling, why are they selling, where do they want to go, how soon do they want to get there, and I think she did it. I mean, it was her first time. I think she did really well.
She
It's
did.
nerve-wracking.
So, Layla, you pre-qualified Eric, and you started to go over the pre-qual questions that you asked him over the phone, and then you kind of got off. She's right on that. You should go through those pre-qualifying questions.
Repeat, I agree.
But you started in it, and then somewhere I think you got off it. But
Right.
But yeah, you can. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions that I asked you over the phone. So, you said you were moving to San Diego. You said that one, right? And he owed about
Right.
100,000 on his house. So, and then you just continue down that line of questioning.
Yeah, well, as soon as we sit on the table, we're supposed to review the pre-qual. Right. I agree with you. I got nervous, distracted.
The pre-qualification script, guys, is a great one because you find out everything about them. You need to be there in how long? 90 days? Ouch. So after holidays and weekends and so forth, we've really got a short term to get this sold. So that means we got to really work on that price, doesn't it? Because if you need a short time to sell, you need a short time to sell price. So, and be zeroed in on that price. Don't let them control the price. You control it. You're the pro. Always remember that, guys. No matter how many houses they think they've sold or they own, you've sold more because you're a pro. You're in this, and you're in it to win it. So that was good. Good, Karen. Good feedback. Rhode Island.
Okay, so John, one quick question. Sorry, regarding the price. I need your advice because if we say, I noticed buyers in this market, they are still lowballing. So, for example, if the seller says, okay, I'm not going to go more than 470 and the buyer go for 425 and the seller put the price, the lowest price on the market and we get an offer for 425 instead of 475. So that's because I experienced that with other buyers, with other sellers. So what do you advise? So is it okay to have some room because in today's market, buyers are...
You can never underprice a property. You can never underprice a property. If it's too low, the market will bid it up. Okay, so what you want to use are recent comps that are similar to the same product. So that's what you want to use and stick with the price. So therefore I study homes and prices every day. And therefore I'm going to assume that you're going to list with me at a price that will cause your home to sell. Correct?
Yes.
And you want to be doing this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So When you shake your head, they will shake their head. When you shake your head, no, they will shake their head, no. Okay.
Got it.
So if don't base it on lowballing offers. What you want to do is base it on recent solds, and what the market is doing. How long is it taking them to sell? If it's taking longer, obviously the market's slowing.
Yes.
So then just go in with that price and nail it.
Got it. Okay.
And then don't be afraid of the outcome. That's the number one thing. Guys, you can all do 100 homes a year, but you have to have it in here. So you have to really believe that you can do this, and so you can easily do 100 if you just focus on your goal. That's even easier to hit, so most of your goals aren't 100. They're, 20, 30 homes, whatever. Just focus on that. You have 260 days of the year to do that. And that's working days. Every other day, or vacation, there's 100 vacation days, basically. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much.
Caleb, we talked about pricing there.
We did. I thought it was a really good presentation, Laila, especially for like your first time. You had like the foundation of everything. And not only did you get the agreement signed, but you also took that 3% right off the bat. I always struggled with asking for the listing or kind of walking with like a 2% or 2.5%. So the fact that you kind of stuck to your guns was fantastic. Only feedback I would say, you did a really good job with like opening up your day to the client of like, I make 250 calls, maybe going more in depth with that. Like what is your 8 to 5, like Jackie says, right? Like I'm also reaching out to like all the top agents in my office. This is how we're going to get maximum exposure for your property. Kind of dial that in, and I think you'll be in really great shape.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very good. So, Imoran, I can't say your name. You were here the other day. Give us some feedback. Are you there? More run on? He must be got out of pocket for right now. But yes, I think that showing them what you do. I even tell them, look, I'm going to ask you for more money, and that'll be a whole nother conversation when we get together. So I'm going to ask you for a bonus. If I do a great job and I put your house under contract within the first 30 days, okay, I'm going to ask you for a $500 bonus, okay? And that'll be in my column. It's already in the net out, which I just showed you. You agreed to it. So basically, if I don't make the house in under 30 days, it doesn't mean I can close it in 30 days, but I can put a solid deal on it in 30 days. I'm going to ask you for a bonus, okay? Because in the real world, guys, when people have a quota to meet or they have a deadline to meet, the real world, people who have real jobs get a bonus if they hit those. So a lot of times that's the point where I love that, and they'll sign. So it's $500 more. I already put in the net out, but it gives me that internal incentive to make something happen in under 30 days. Does that make sense? And you get an extra $500, and they love to pay it. That's the one thing, they love to pay it because you did a really good job. They will pay you more money, guys, if you perform. If you do a real good job, they don't mind paying you at all. Anybody else?
To go off of that, Ron, too, it took me a while to really understand that, like, the sellers don't want to pay the 3%, but they're happy to pay it once they can justify what you do. Because it's either one of two things, and sometimes it's even both, right? They want to pocket as much money as possible, and they think by you reducing it, they pocket that difference. And two, they don't really see what you all do, like as a real estate agent. So if you walk in like, I'm doing over 200 jobs and responsibilities, this is why I'm worth 3%, then they're going to be like, okay, I can see that.
Exactly. You got to show them what you do. I think the reason people do open houses, for example, is because the seller doesn't see what you do every day. So they start demanding, well, do an open house. At least I can see you're doing that. That's why I tell people to call every day in this market. Call your clients. At the end of the day, look, this is what happened today. I'm giving you a daily recap. You either call them, text them, or email them, but do it every day. That way they can never say they never heard from Ron Poindexter. That's the number one complaint that your sellers have. So don't be afraid to respond to them, preemptively respond to them, and then ask them, hey, since I got you on the line, did you find anybody for me today? Did you find anybody who wants to buy or sell property in the next 90 days? When you do that, that's a contact. So if you're trying to meet 20 to 30 contacts a day, include your current clients. Any questions on that?
That's some good advanced real estate there.
There you go. There you go. That's what us old timers know is
Ron, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What did you say? You say contact your listing? Say that again.
Every night before you power down, I call it powering down at night. Call them up. Make that your accountability to your clients. Look, I not only give you a twice a week agreement that I'll communicate with you, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to raise that bar to every day. So call them every day. Mr. Seller, here's what I did for you today. I made my 50 contacts for expireds and FSBOs. I made 20 contacts, or I made 5 contacts around your neighborhood for the listing, talking to your neighbors. I did whatever else you do. I put out an ad, or I did some postcards or something. But let them know what you're doing. And then they're going to say, whoa, you don't have to call me every day. No, I do. See, that's my own accountability. That's the bar I set. That I promised you when I took the listing, we would talk every night. But what I also said was, who do you know who would, because you're in the game now, you're in real estate now, because your house is on the market. You're going to hear conversations everywhere you go about real estate. So do me a favor, get those names, give me their number and their name, and I'll contact them and tell them about your property. If you do that, a lot of times, if you assign homework to your sellers, I called it homework. They don't ever bug you about, hey, what are you doing for me lately? Because they don't do it for you. They forget to get their name and numbers. But sometimes they do, and they're great leads. Have your people work for you. Even though you're sellers. Yuki, what have you done for me lately?
Yes, so Laila, I'm so proud of you, and I admire you for your courage to stand up and do presentation, because I haven't done one yet.
Thank you.
I don't like to do anyways, the structure you had was great. Just keep practicing, and you will be very successful. Great job today.
Thank you. Thank you all for the support.
Yuki, come on, I need an agent for next week.
I'll be out of town next week.
Oh, yeah, the old out-of-towner. Okay, that's an excuse. I'll remind you tomorrow, and we'll see if we can't get you in. Karen,
okay.
Or Caleb, I need someone for next week, an agent.
I'm looking at my schedule for the May 4th.
May 4th?
Which is a Monday, yeah.
Okay, I got you down for May 4th, Caleb, as the agent. Okay, who wants to be a seller for Caleb on May 4th? Deb? Deborah, do you want to be the seller for Caleb?
Hey, I can be the seller for Caleb.
Okay.
That would be fine.
All right, so I'll put you guys together for May 4th, but I need someone for
you know what? You know what? I have an appointment on May 4th.
Uh-oh.
At 11. So I probably, if you find somebody else for the 11th, is good for me.
You mean the following?
Yeah, the following Monday, the 11th. I can do that.
Okay. Yuki's raising her hand. You want to do the 11th?
Yeah.
As an agent, and Deborah will be the seller?
Okay. I'll put myself down for the 11th.
Okay, so Yuki and Deborah for May 11th. So Caleb, I'll find you a seller. They're kind of easier. Anita, do you want to be a seller for Caleb?
What date is that?
We got him for May 4th.
May 4th. Oh boy. Okay. You could put me down
Okay.
for this seller, right?
Yes. Just this is the seller, and
Okay.
so
No
I'll put you
problem.
guys together, and you can, Deborah. But I still need an agent for next week. Who wants to go? Karen?
You're on mute, Karen.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so next week, 4/27, right?
Right.
Next Monday. Okay. And who wants to be the seller? Anybody? Caleb, do you want to be her seller?
I would, but I won't be around next Monday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Layla, do you want to be the seller?
Next week, no, it's too early for me.
Okay.
The other thing is for me is at this time I'm driving, so that's the problem also.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Karen, I'll be your seller. You talked to me the other day. We talked for a long time, so you should be used to my crazy voice.
Okay.
That'll
Sounds
be great.
good.
That'll be great because that'll be your first time. So,
Right. It will be.
yeah, so that'll be an easy one. I'll do that one. And let's see, COLLI, right? Okay. All right. Is there any other questions? You guys have anything you need to ask me, or anything that's bothering, any objections you need handled? No?
I do have one question, kind of, Ron, that's outside of that a little bit. I'm going out door knocking
Okay.
around for like around my farming. And I know that you gave me a script, but any advice you can give me?
Well, what I use on door knocking is I go right to the second question first. Hey, I noticed your help wanted sign out in the yard, Mr. Seller. And they're gonna remember we talked about that.
No. These aren't I don't. This isn't a FISBO. This is me
good.
circle prospecting around. Just door knocking, plain out door knocking.
Hi, Mr. Seller. I'm Karen. I'm your local superstar agent. I just wanted to talk to you a little about how long have you lived in this house? What made you buy here? What brought you to this area? What do you like most about this area? If you were to sell, where would you want to move to next? How long have you lived in this area? Have you ever thought about selling in the next 90 days to 6 months? And if you were, where would you move to? So I would just question those kind of questions. Real simple question. And introduce yourself, give them your card, and go on from there. That's a real hit and miss thing, but it's okay because what you're doing is you're dominating the area.
Right. As I mentioned to you, there isn't even any expireds today, so it's not like I can, focus on expireds and FISBOs right now.
Right. So then I'll always ask also, do you know anybody in the area, one of your neighbors here, that I can help in the next 90 days? So ask them, if they were to move, where would they go? When would that be? And then say, who else do you know that I could help? Who needs my help at this time?
Okay.
Okay. And you don't spend a lot of time with them. Don't try to build rapport. Just introduce yourself as the neighborhood expert. You don't mind if I pick your brain every now and then. Let me get your contact and I'll send you a valuation on your home. So then you give them some value at the end.
Okay.
And don't give out pumpkins. Don't give out cupcakes. Just give out
No. I gotcha.
That's always the best thing. I told you that story where I met a lady there. I don't know. She was on a panel, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut because I was like just astounded that this lady was on a panel. She had done 15 transactions, and her biggest marketing thing was passing out cupcakes. and the cupcakes were only three for $10. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's your best. That's how you got business. I about choked. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, don't even, and you're on a panel, give me a break. You know, let's get down to real estate.
Right.
Don't
Okay,
pass out,
gotcha.
please. Just pass out
No.
your car. Don't spend any money. Just make it count and then get out of there because you've got a whole block you got to go. So don't let them keep you forever. If they're not
Okay.
interested, Karen, in moving in the next 90 days, then, you know, just say thank you for your time. And you don't mind if I pick your brain every now and then, write down their contact information, then go to the next one. So don't be attached to those outcomes, even if they're talking to you.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we talked. Yours is a limited market, so you got to make the
Where-
most of what you can out of there.
Yeah, we're extremely low inventory over here.
Well, you need to get the inventory.
I
So
need to
don't
get the
blame
inventory.
market. You just got to control it. You got to control what inventory you have.
Right.
So if there's in your area, if there's 200 or 300 homes that are on the market or have sold in the last, 60 days, say 60 days, what percentage of that will meet your goal? So if you have 200 sold and your goal is 30 for the year, all you need is 30 of that 200. Right?
Right. Yeah.
In other words, there's enough out there that'll meet your goal. There's always enough business for you guys to meet your goal.
Right. I have to create my own inventory.
That's right. You're the store. Think of yourselves guys as a store, and you fill those shelves with product. And the more product you have, which is your listings, the more listings you have, the more people will come shop at your store. So not only buyers, but other agents will come to you. So you will be able to be in Hawaii. And if you're a listing agent, you have inventory, you can go places and come back to sales, come back to purchase agreements. You can't do that if you're working buyers all the time. You can't leave your buyer and expect them to really wait around for you. They're just not going to do it. So what happens is you end up working all the time. But if you're a listing agent, you have a life. Does that make sense?
Right. Yes. Plus, as a listing agent, you own a piece of the market. You don't own a piece of the market as a buyer's agent.
Exactly. And you control what you're going to pay now. The greatest thing about what happened there, guys, last year is you can actually negotiate the other agent's commission. So make that into a positive for the client, when you're doing a presentation and you talk about that side of the commission, the cooperation, just get on there and make that a plus. This is the greatest thing that ever happened to us. Because the other agents are all going to present it. They're going to be timid when they present it. Don't be timid. You just boldly say, I take this amount. And right now in our area, we're taking 3.5, offering 2.5. Okay. That's becoming the norm. And the buyers, guess what? The buyer's agents, they're taking whatever they can get. But we have to assume that they have a contract where they're getting money from the buyer. They're supposed to. That's the law. But most of them aren't doing that. They're still trying to get whatever they can get from the seller. So when you present your net out, just tell them, we don't know what their contract is with their buyer, but here's what we're seeing in the market. We're going to do a compensation of, I prepared you for 2.5 or 2%. I take 3.5, but we don't really know what they're getting, and we won't know but we're going to look at everything upon each offer that we receive. So we'll adjust their commission based on what our net out is. Right? Just like you would do with anything else. All right. Everybody, thank you so much. Go ahead, Laila.
I use Property Radar, PropertyRadar.com. It's annual subscription for $99. When you go there, when you put the zip code, it gives you the whole thing, how many homes are vacant, how many absentees, give you the whole information from the phone number, email. That's a good way also.
Very good. So Property Radar is an app you're using on your phone?
It's a website. I don't use it on my phone, I use it on my computer.
Okay.
But when you put a zip code, it gives you the foreclosures, the lists, everything, all the information linked to the sellers, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the information. It's very good one if you can use it.
There you go. So there's a resource to grab off-market listings, right? Off-market information.
Off-market auction.
You said Property Radar. Property
Radar.com. Yes.
Property Radar.
I pay $99 a month, but they charge. They prefer to do it annually. Like I paid $1,100 or $1,200 once.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Deb, thank you. Caleb, everybody. Karen, thank you for showing up. And thank you for volunteering. So we'll make sure everybody gets in touch with everybody, and I will see you guys on Jim's call here in about 30 minutes.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. Take care.
Thank you.